I'm certain.
You know me?
He was there last week, apparently.
I know you want to turn into T.I. and say you don't know me, but I know that you ain't no virgin though.
You don't know that.
I'm certain.
I mean,
you certain?
I'm certain.
How much money you want to
just off the numbers alone, I know most women that are in your age bracket are definitely not virgins.
I'm not most women though.
Here we go. I'm not most women.
Kill him.
Wait, you want to bet?
You want to bet?
Money?
Yeah, what you want to put on it?
No, hey man, leave me
How
out of this.
we gonna verify? We're gonna take you to a doctor and do a hymen
We can do
test?
that, yeah. Like all that. What the fuck I put a cap for on a podcast? That's crazy.
Yeah,
well, there's actually a lot of reasons to cap. There's 8,000 people watching. And you said earlier I'm a virgin.
Are you a
So there's
virgin from dick?
Yeah.
I mean, do
how old are you?
23.
question. So, do you count?
Have you ever had a boyfriend?
Mm-hmm. One.
Never smash.
Never smash.
How long were you guys together?
6 months.
And he sat there without smashing for 6 months?
He's a good dude.
Actually, that makes a lot of sense. He's a nice guy. He's a good dude.
Yeah.
I can hold you. That makes a lot of sense.
Oh my god.
I'm thinking.
All right,
Is this
chat.
a pod where like all the girls that have nice guy boyfriends just come on and just vent about how pussy their guy is
Yeah.
or some shit like
No,
that?
it's not. Don't do that to him. Don't do that to him.
This is
No.
so clear cut about being a nice guy, bro. This is
That is if a guy
Good
is
boy,
with a
good
girl
boy.
for 6 months and didn't smash, that is a failure on his part.
Nigga, I need to smash
But what
the
does that
first
mean,
week.
though?
That's a fail on his part.
Minimum.
What?
Why do you guys think like
What does
that?
that
Gone.
Yeah, what?
Because they trying to test out the pussy before they
Exactly.
sex.
Exactly.
Why
Exactly.
it always
Not
has to be about
genuine.
sex?
You gotta
Yeah.
fight it. You gotta test
I'm
her
just
first
saying,
before you buy it.
why? I understand
Well,
why.
hold
I'm
on.
just saying, like,
Why? Okay, you guys look at it like this. Why do we think like that? Okay, well, why is it okay to waste a man's time for 6 months or whatever amount of time?
I know, but
The
why
same
would you
reason why-
consider it wasting time?
Because he's paying for shit.
Because guess what?
I get that, but
No.
like you're getting like
Nothing.
What am I getting?
A headache.
No.
No, let her answer.
What
What are we getting?
Tell me.
one, you getting love. 2,
That ain't no love.
so you guys like literally like interrupted my thought process.
All right, go
So
ahead.
like what I had before
Alias,
is not
jump
there
in.
no more. A little stupid, but still. No, you got man.
Yeah, good food.
Man, you know what?
So we gave you the opportunity to give the answer and you couldn't. I'm gonna say it because I know no one else is gonna say it. So I'm just gonna say it right now. Here's the reality, okay? Before I get hit with the
That is not us, sir.
The
Okay.
only reason men deal with women is for sexual access. That is 90% of the reason we tolerate and or deal with women, period. Because
real.
women, let's be 1,000. Y'all are not that special, man. You guys come with a lot of baggage, a lot of annoying habits,
Yep.
a lot of emotion, a lot of crying. You said it
Yep.
yourself, you're super emotional.
Yeah.
Like men have to deal with a lot when they deal with women. We have to be attractive, tall, have money, and all this other shit. You think guys do this to just
I-
talk to you and be your friend? No.
I feel like guys do the
Work.
same though.
What?
What?
What happened?
What?
I missed it.
No, I just feel like guys look at
Merch.
women's body and like stuff the same. Like the way we look at money, they look at our bodies.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
That's what I'm
Fair.
saying.
Yeah,
like
fair.
So-
the way a man would value his money is the way we would value. Like I'm just saying.
Okay. So you do realize, just prove my point by saying that, right?
Yes, I do.
Yes.
That's
Because you
I'm
said
backing up your point though.
you are.
Yeah,
Which goes against what you just said a second ago, saying that, well, you get all these other things.
I know,
with the
but
women.
like I had other points before that, and I just blurted out love because I was being an idiot.
Alias,
At least she admits it.
Oh,
Yes.
She was just talking just to talk.
Accountability.
Yes, I was because you guys caught me like.
I got one thing to say to you. Alias, stupid.
Oh my
We just saw
god.
Yeah, I mean, realistically speaking, I always laugh with this because it's like, why is it? It's always okay for a woman to lead a guy on. He goes on multiple dates, sees her for 6-7 months, doesn't fuck, and then it's like, oh, well, did you only want me for sex or blah blah blah? Yes, that is what they wanted you for because that's what guys do. We want to smash girls. Like, if women didn't, I'm just gonna say it. If women didn't have vaginas, we would not talk to you guys. We would not. Men would not spend money, not spend time dealing with women if they were not getting sexual access. That is 90% of the reason men deal with women.
Pussy runs the world.
Matter of fact, if you guys don't believe me, you make a lot of money, correct? The fact that you make a lot of money proves my point because men want sex that bad that they're willing to go to a strip club and watch girls dance to look at it or whatever else.
Yeah, but not all strippers get naked.
Yeah, and
No.
you are naked.
No, they go
That's
to
the
get
point.
teased.
Yeah.
It's just for
Yeah,
the
but-
approach for talking or emotional.
The
like,
point is this.
pull.
A female's sexuality is her primary value.
True.
There's an economy and infrastructure built around it. That's how powerful it is. OnlyFans, strip clubs, nightclubs, nightlife in general. It's all built around what? female sexuality. There's a $1 billion economy based upon it. The 3 top websites in the world are porn sites. So what does that tell you? Female sexuality is the number one thing. So with all that said, we don't care about your personality. You being a good friend, going to the movies. You're so funny. You're cute. Blah, blah, blah.
Whoa.
That's all fucking cap. They want sex first. That's the only reason men deal with women.
That's a fact.
It is what it is. Everything after that is a bonus. But sex always comes first. So it's not that, why do y'all think like that? That's fucked up, etc. That's just how men are. Where it looks, sex first, and then everything else comes after that. Oh, okay, you know what?
But what
She's
if
not a raging bitch. You know what? She can cook and clean. Well, you know what? She's not that annoying. Everything comes after. Do you meet the look and sex requirement first? A lot of guys, though, are stupid. They don't understand that, and they go ahead and waste time, go on a date, multiple dates, hang out with her for 6 months, etc. How would you feel? Let's switch the roles.
Stay with her. Stay with her for a little bit.
How would you feel if I went out with you? Actually, excuse me. I didn't even go out with you. I would only call you at 2 a.m. We have sex. As soon as we're done having sex, I tell you, all right, get the fuck out. See you later. And then you leave. And I just kept doing that for months on end. I would just call you over at 2 a.m. We have sex. I never asked you for how your day was. Never asked you how you felt, how things were going. Tell me about work. Let's go out on a date sometime. Let's go to dinner. How would you feel if I did that to you?
You wouldn't, because I wouldn't put myself in that predicament.
Thank you.
Amen.
Thank you.
So,
Same exact thing. Men should not sit there and date a woman for 6 months, giving her free attention, resources, dates, all this other shit without getting sex. See, you're intelligent enough. Here's the difference. You're intelligent enough as a woman to understand your value and where your value is being given and not being used. Men, however, 90% of the time don't know. So girls sit there, go on a date with them, waste their time, text them for hours, do stupid ass FaceTime calls, knowing damn well in the back of their mind, I'm never going to fuck this guy. But they do it anyway. That's the difference. Women understand their value and they're not going to fuck for free. Guys, however, don't understand their value and they sit there and they talk and spend time and give attention for free. And that's why on this podcast, we tell guys, if she ain't smashing you, first, second, third date, get the fuck out of there because she's definitely smashing somebody. Don't get finessed by these girls.
what?
Yeah, but there's some men
So
that
true.
never.
That is not true.
What do you want to build a
That is not true.
No.
Good. Go ahead.
I said there's some men that don't know how to deal with women, so they're gonna always fall for that trap of
course.
being finessed.
Which is the sad part.
That's why we're trying to teach them not to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh, you had something?
No.
No. She had something. No. Go back to her because what was that? I literally gave you an example and I put you in the guy's shoes, right? And you said, hell no. Why is it okay for a girl to lead a guy on?
Well, first of all, I'm not. Let's say, for instance, I'm not looking, but I'm pretty sure guys guys do come and they ask me out and stuff like that, and I get to decide if I want to or not. I have to have some type of, attraction towards you. I see how your mindset is. Just want to get to know you as a friend base too, to see how you are as a person, and then we can go forward based on that. Because I'm not just gonna go and be like, hey, I'm gonna try you out. Yeah, no. What if you're toxic?
I'm not saying you gotta fuck him on the first night, but what I am saying,
feel that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I feel that.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not saying you're gonna fuck him on the first night, but what I am saying is that he ain't gonna get. I don't want guys to get let on for months on time and on end either.
It
That's
doesn't
stupid.
have to be months. It's just, again, is that how you guys
No more than
feel?
like 2 to 3 dates.
Well, yeah.
Nah, you're crazy.
I think it depends on how much the guy.
Are you gonna make a guy wait for more than 3 dates?
Wait, just 3 days. I'm gonna go ahead and do it.
3 dates?
But see,
That doesn't happen on my page.
That's not happening?
No,
It's not happening. If you want to be with me, then you'll
hold
be
on.
with
Let's
me.
be real here. You can tell him the first couple encounters if he's gonna be good for you or not. In terms of like, okay, you know what?
You can.
He's worth giving a chance to see where this goes.
I've had dates before, and most didn't get the second one because it's like that's it.
So you know,
Yeah, I
from
know
a
what I
couple
want.
encounters where you get
No, hold on. Stop the show. You said most, so some guys did, right?
Some guys what? Sorry.
Smashed on the first or second date, right?
No.
Hmm?
No.
You just said most.
No, I meant like.
So that means
Like
some.
I've dated guys, right, and they wouldn't get like the second date. I've gotten to like I would get on a second date with another person just to see, but if it wasn't like the same as the first, and I'll be like, you know what, I was giving it a try, but yeah, I'm good off of that.
Have
But
you,
that doesn't
so you
mean I'm
never had
gonna go
sex with the guy
sleep
the
with
first time you met him?
No.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying? Oh my god.
No.
Stop.
Okay, but there are some females who don't do that though.
Listen,
I am one of
really,
those.
I am
I'm one
very,
of those
very old
too.
school. I'm not on that.
I mean, but
I like it.
I feel like
I like them, I tell.
no. I feel like
Merch.
Not lying
You know-
though.
Merch.
you know the guys.
Sometimes
that
you
you go
gotta
sleep
just
with.
feel it.
Yeah,
Definitely.
you know, like
Yeah.
I
You just
already
feel
know
it.
what guys
Yeah.
I'm
Right.
sleeping with.
Feel
Like,
it.
never.
Right.
It's not gonna be today or tomorrow, but you get what I'm saying. You
I'm gonna
just
keep it
know when the
1000
time
with
is
you guys.
right.
You know within the first 5 minutes you meet a guy if you're gonna have sex with him or not.
Yeah,
but you
just don't
you're
know
not gonna
when.
sleep. But this is the point I'm trying to make. Women know I'm never gonna fuck this guy.
Hell
But they
yeah.
sit there and will waste
Nah.
that guy's time.
I wouldn't.
Food for
No, I
multiple
wouldn't.
days
No, I
and free
wouldn't.
food.
I'm
That's
so
the
sorry.
difference.
I'm so sorry if I'm not enjoying
Not
you
me.
as a person. I don't care if you have $1 gazillion. I don't care if you drive a fucking
Exactly.
Maserati.
Me neither.
Like, if I am not fucking feeling you, like, if you do not bring any sort of enjoyment to conversation, or I feel any sort of like, oh wow,
I'm all
like
about energy.
I was like, oh, he's giving me that. Dog, I'm telling you, they have certain things
Dog.
that a man could say, right, that will make a vagina wet. It is.
Very
Hold on.
true.
And then
that's
they have
you.
some.
I got money.
No.
Other girls will sit there and say, you know what? Free food, free fun time,
Well,
free liquor, free bottles.
No,
That,
hold on.
that's
on.
the girl them who don't
Yeah,
know
I know.
anything.
Hold on.
So-
Stop it. Have you ever
What the
been on
hell?
a date with a guy that you had zero intention of having sex with?
I did not.
You've never been on a date with a guy you had zero intention of having sex
No,
with?
I did not. Everybody that I ever did.
So where's
go
this
out with,
Maserati and gazillion dollars, all this other stuff?
that was hypothetically
Hypothetical.
speaking. It was a hypothetical
So you've never been on a
situation.
date with a guy and, you know, it was a dinner date, whatever, or a friend date, anything like that?
No, because I date in the sense of like, if you approach me
Uh-huh.
and I see you and I'm like, oh yeah,
All right.
he could get a jam. Yeah, understand what I'm saying?
Get a what?
Sorry.
I love term.
It's
Okay, this is you.
island
What about
terms.
the rest of the ladies at the table? Have you
I
ever
don't
been
know.
on a date with an individual you had zero intention of having sex with?
I mean,
This is cat.
I gave you a
I don't
try.
believe
I
it,
want to
but
see how
hell yeah.
you are as a person. You know, I want to see if I read energy. If your energy is good and if you're good for me, then I'll see.
Oh,
Fair
If it's
enough.
not,
yeah, I
nah,
have.
I'm
I have.
piggyback off that fact. It's like
I'm not
I
gonna
have.
is it
just
weird
yeah.
that I've like hardly been on any dates? Well, because I feel like I've always been like a relationship girl.
Stop the cap.
I swear to God.
I have.
I
You
feel
need to
like
get out of the house,
always
man.
just been in,
Get
in
out of the house.
relationships. Always just been in
I don't know if you guys are in the chat are keeping this to keep a track of this, but basically what this conversation amounts to is it's okay for a girl to sit there and waste your time, but it's not okay for you to want sex quickly in a date. That's what it comes up. It looks like to me.
Yes.
Yeah, I feel some type
you.
of way about me saying that, but when I spun it around and said, "Guy just brings you over, 2 a.m., fucks you and kicks you out," you would not stand for that. But you're okay with a guy taking you out on more than 3 dates and spending his time and money to hang out with you.
Pum
First
is
of all-
not free, so like
No,
that's fine.
I don't think about it like that.
Attention isn't free either.
But that's what I was saying. Like, that was my initial statement when I was saying that men view their money, like the money they make, as their value, while women legit look at their own bodies as their value.
Not really.
I'm
Did you have
telling
something?
you though.
Go ahead.
Not
Yeah, I
really.
see you.
She's capping right now.
Who's Cappy? Oh. I just lost train of thought, to be honest. I did have something, but it'll come back to me because
The discussion was
Yeah.
it's okay for you to leverage sex against a guy and take him out on multiple dates, but it's not necessarily okay for the guy to like just cut his losses and or have sex with girls and just kick him to the curb after.
So I did say that I'm focused. I do take myself out. I do feed myself. I do not look for a man for him to take me out on dates. If he wants to take me on a date, he wants to court me out. And based on how he is and how he approaches me, then I'll give him an opportunity. If not, then I won't even bother. I'll just continue my life.
That's cool. But we're teaching guys that when a girl does give you the opportunity and it's not shown that she wants to fuck, you need to cut your losses and kick that girl to the curb. And you had an issue with that.
I think the girl would probably do it herself. He wouldn't have
Not
to consider
necessarily.
that. Yeah.
Have you ever dated women as a man?
I'm sorry?
Have you ever dated women as a man?
Have I ever dated a what?
That's a low
Have you
grade
ever
woman.
dated women as a man?
No.
Okay. Well, let me give you a little insight. Women will gladly go on a date with you multiple times when they have no interest in you. A lot of them.
That's sad.
But what kind of
Well,
woman is
I
that
don't-
though?
I don't do
Reality,
that.
though.
That's the reality.
I mean,
No.
And hold on.
You know I'm telling the truth.
Hold on.
look
Yeah.
at Pink.
You made a very good point earlier, right? So let me just clarify this.
How many girls go out with sugar daddies or dudes that have money that they don't even like that they just will go out on special
on.
dates with them and take
You
pictures?
said
all
it,
that other
right?
shit.
That's
Every guy you
different.
went with.
I get irritated
You-
too
no,
quick
hold
for all
on,
that.
hold on.
I'm not too
Every guy that you went
pressed.
with, right? You were into.
Yeah.
So you smashed all of them?
No, I haven't.
Of course.
So I will tell
that-
you why I didn't. And
Yeah.
it's because like after we had the dates, we just like
Dates. He fucked it up.
He fucked it up.
Dates.
And I don't mean it in any kind of way, but he kind of did in the sense where I was just like, he would say something stupid.
Like what?
I can't bring myself to think of something right now. On the spot. But he would say something stupid.
Grab my penis.
Nah.
That's what you said, Chris.
Yeah, I mean.
That's not stupid. You know, that's you being like flirty and a man.
Oh, okay.
I won't
A
think.
man.
All right.
Okay.
Yes.
That's fine. All right, chats. Because
Yeah, I'll read the chats.
What's the
My
chat
head
saying,
hurts. All right, $25. Sin for rent. High value woman is the same as unicorn. Wait, maybe if she is an Aries? Nope, doesn't matter. Venom. Question for the girls in the pink. Or no, girl in the pink. Since you are single and live with your baby father and he pays the bills, are you sleeping on the couch?
No,
she
she's
said
not.
the same bed.
She's in the bed.
She's in the bed, my friend.
And she's naked too.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Joseph S. Try to say toy boat 5 times really fast.
Who? Oh, I think you.
Me?
Yeah.
Toy boat.
Toy boat. Hold on.
What does that mean?
I have no fucking idea.
Alias stupid.
I don't get it.
We don't sound like that though. We stupid. We don't sound like that.
Trini sound like that.
We don't.
There you
Well,
go.
I'm not Trinidadian. I'm Tobagonian.
I'm
so
just
no.
saying.
Okay, but you can't put me in that same boat.
She says.
I mean, you're on a boat. I mean,
Athletic lifestyle. The young lady next to my Nigerian brother, Fresh, is just my type. $20. Well, I don't know if she's your type, but
Hey.
What's your Instagram?
Right.
Yoga chastity.